Hello everyone, welcome to another special episode of CG Innovate. Today we have with us a very special guest, Dr. Sangeeta Sinha. She is an infertility expert and has been awarded with a lot of accolades during last half or so decade. She runs the Srijan Balaji she runs Srijan for test tube baby fertility center in Bhilai and has 5 counseling centers and two main centers in Bhilai and the other one is in Ranchi. So today we're going to discuss her journey as well as her message to the aspiring women entrepreneurs of the state. Welcome, ma'am. Thanks a lot for connecting with us and being here and sharing your wisdom with us. So, in brief, let's begin with tell us a little bit about your fascinating journey and how you managed to come so far.
Hello, everyone. And really, it's a pleasure to meet you all on this platform. Myself, Dr. Sangeeta Sinha, and yes, I'm looking after the infertility patients, or you can say the patients who are not getting baby very soon. We are helping them out. So basically, it's life itself is a journey. I can't say we are going through the turmoils everywhere. And if you are working in the infertility field, so the journey is every time thick and thick. It's going like sometimes your mood is very elevated and sometimes you're depressed because every time the results is not very good. So we need lots of motivation for ourselves. In fact, also, I'm not telling about the patients. Most of the time, sometime we also are depressed. Array, this patient should get the pregnancy because infertility. Look, it's rising day by day. And because of the stress and anxiety, most of the couples who can't communicate with each other, there are lots of dissettlement has been happening in the society, and lifestyle. You say everything is increasing day by day, and same is the incidence of infertility. So basically, we are here to help these patients who are not able to get the baby very soon, or we have all the latest gadgets available over here. As Mr. Harsha told you, we had one center with a good IVF lab in Bhilai. It's in Chhattisgarh, and it is in the name of Srijan IVF. And the other center with a good lab is in Ranchi, in Jharkhand, that is in the name of Srijan Promise IVF, which is a good collaboration with my friend. And the other counseling centers where we are giving only counseling, and myself is visiting once a week or sometimes one fortnightly with a good team backup. That is in Durg, in Raipur itself, and other one is in Bimitra, and one is in Kavarda. These are the other districts in Chhattisgarh. And if you ask me about my journey, yeah, I did my post graduation from Patna Medical College. My hometown is in Bihar. It's Muzaffarpur. And then from Patna, I moved to Delhi for the latest, you can say, learning. In Mulchan, I learned laparoscopy a lot from one of the pioneers, Dr. Sheila Mehra. From Dr. Abha Majumdar, I had the tick and tricks of IVF. Then finally, 1 year I spent a deep study and practicals from Warwick University, London. And that was definitely a massive input, you can say, of the latest things. Yes, I do agree. Practical learning only I did from India, but the theoretical and the latest update I learned from Warwick, the Stephen K. and Garlin Hodson was my teacher over there. And it was a great spending 1 year with them. And that's the input I'm giving to the society. And then finally, I started my IVF center in Apollo, and now it's the Srijan IVF. We are giving the services for the last 7, 8 years. And practically, I'm in IVF into since 2008. This is my journey, thick and thick, Mr. Say.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Quite fascinating. One of the interesting things we would like to highlight to the audience is you were there well settled in Delhi, had a very flourishing practice as a gynecologist. Uh, and also that you have very distinguished uh, kids from Purdue and Morgan Stanley. So, would like to know that the shift that you took right away from being trained in London and other places and well settled in Delhi right to Bhilai. So, what motivated this shift, and would you also encourage other entrepreneurs to see the benefit of tier two cities like Bhilai?
Look, there are two, three things. First of all, I just feel I am a worker. Itself, in the morning, I just remind in the morning, 8 o'clock, Arey yaar, there is a meeting. Oh, and I rushed. I told my husband, yeah, I have to rush. To be very entrepreneur, I mean, I'm a worker. Yeah, I'm just simply a worker. I'm working in nothing else. So until unless you feel you are a worker, you can't run in any institution, even in the factory, even in the anything you can't run. You have to sit in between your staff everywhere, and then you can run. Because normally when I take my OPD, I feel I'm sitting in the front of my patient. I'm a patient, and how would I feel if a doctor say like this? So I just try to make my patient my friend, and believe me, lots of patients are there who are connected so hard to me every time they say. So first of all, you have to make it. You should be passionate to the work you are doing. You should be passionate. उसमें अपना दिन रात, you have to invest a lot. Not only the brain, you have to invest your emotions also. You have to put the emotions, because infertility is definitely very, you can say, it leads lots of emotional factors to be involved. How his mother-in-law is behaving, that's also important, because the stress factor is also involved. So one thing is that you have to be in depth with your patient, everything, not only the medical thing that they are suffering, what emotional factors they are suffering. The first thing is that. And second thing is that what I feel, give back to the society. That's very important. What the society has given to you, you have to give back. In fact, anything you are working about, like if I'm talking about my patients is like the whole world, you can say. So we have to revert back to them, give them the proper opinion, proper treatment, and apart from that.
So my question, ma'am, is like you're managing two IVF centers, one in Raipur, one in Ranchi. Then you have five counseling centers as well. So it's a vast network of business that you're handling. So I would like to know from you, what is your message for young entrepreneurs? How should they succeed? What's the key to success that you would recommend them?
So, if you ask me the key messages or the key principles, how to follow this, I think we should first of all think big, dream big, and and be passionate what you are dreaming or what you are thinking. We should be passionate to our work, and dreams should be so big that it didn't let it you sleep. You are always on your toes. The ultimate is work hard. This is the message I will just like to give the young entrepreneurs.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. A very crisp and a very strong message to the youth. And ma'am, since uh, Independence Day is coming up, so message to the people of the state on this auspicious day, and as well as a message for them on taking care of their health better.
Yeah. So, first of all, happy Independence Day to all of us. And to me, if you ask what means the freedom, what means the freedom is that freedom means you are educated enough to take any decision, and you are free enough to implement it. And in fact, you are powerful enough to bear the consequences. For me, the freedom is like that. You can think your plan. You should be so powerful that you can implement it, and you should be so strong that if the consequences, either good or bad, happens, you are powerful and knowledgeable enough to handle the consequences. For me, freedom is that.
A very powerful and articulate
expression. Thanks a lot, ma'am. Definitely, it constitutes basically means of freedom. Thanks a lot. And ma'am, to conclude it all, a message especially for the youth, how they can take care of their health better.
How they can take care of their future.
How they can take care of their health better.
Health better, yeah, that's very important. I think I love this generation. The young generation I really love, as earlier we were discussing, because and you believe me, I learn a lot from my kids. I learn a lot because they are so dynamic and they are so this generation, I'm not talking about my kids, the generation is very dynamic, and they are very empowered also, very empowered. They know how to handle their future and they know how to handle their life. So the message, and I know they are also very fitness freaky also. They know how to gym, they know how to eat, and they are very up to date. You can say we at our time was not up to date. We're just eating and munching and all and reading and studying, but they were very up to date. So the message regarding health, I think they are already empowered. Even though I will just give the message in a single line that yes, physical health they are taking care of, but the mental health is also very important. So apart from they are gymming and they are taking care of the muscles and the pack and all, meditation and yoga should be added to the younger generation for a cool life. For a cool life, they try a lot, but they should be meant. But they sometimes I feel they are mentally exhausted in packing up all the things, the school, college, and the gymming and their partners and all. So they should add some meditation and yoga for better, for much more betterment. And that's a very and I feel meditation and yoga has a very important role for. And nowadays we have shifted from physical health to mental health also, especially after the COVID. So both should be equally taken care of.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Again, a very a clear and powerful message. Thanks a lot, ma'am, for being with us at CG Innovate. We hope that in coming years you are able to help a lot of more people of the state and far. And thanks a lot for giving us time and sharing your wonderful journey and sharing the lessons.
Thank you, Mr. Hassan. It was nice meeting with you and talking to you
Delight.
all.
Thanks a
All.
lot, ma'am.
Thank you, and thanks all. Stay blessed. God bless you all. Thank you. Thanks a lot.